Hello, young thinkers. Welcome back to a new channel. Students, today's topic is something super close to you. Actually, it's around you right now. So take a deep breath. Seriously, do it. Now, here's the question. Is the air you just breathe clean and healthy? Or could it be harming you? So that's what we are going to talk about today. Indoor air pollution and how building design can help you protect your health. Okay, so this episode is called Breathing Indoors, and is your home helping you or harming you? Yes. Now, let's begin with a simple idea. Most of us have heard about air pollution, right? We imagine big factories, cars honking on busy roads, smoke rising into the sky. That's what we call outdoor air pollution. But, students, here's the twist: indoor air can also be polluted. In fact, in India, most people spend 70 to 90% of their time indoors. That means we are breathing indoor air almost all day. So, if the air inside is bad, we are in trouble. And indoor air pollution, what exactly is indoor air pollution? So, indoor air pollution, it refers to all harmful substances that can float around inside your home, school, or even meaning any building. And these particles could be smoke from cooking, dust and chemicals from paints or cleaning sprays, mold. Yes, mold on damp walls. You might have seen molds, green and black molds. So that even student molds are quite dangerous. Moreover, there can also be pollution from outside that sneaks indoors. Okay, so Dr. Kalpana Balakrishnan, who is an expert in public health, says that our biggest concern is the penetration of outdoor air indoors. So, even if you are sitting comfortably in your room, if the air quality is bad, your health could be at risk. Okay, now where exactly does this indoor pollution come from? So, students, to understand it, first there are certain sources which which is already present in your house, like in rural areas. Mostly in rural areas, we see cooking on wood or oil is being done. So that is one of the source of indoor air pollution. Mosquito coils, yes, mosquito coils. Incense stick, agarbatti, cleaning chemicals, paints and furniture polish, and most importantly, mold. है ना? Mold. Yes. So the mold, the black or green stuff on damp walls, you might have seen them. So these are again sources of indoor pollution, like smoking, cooking, use of chemical cleaners, mosquito coils, incense sticks. All they could all impact the quality of air indoors. है ना? बहुत सारे तरह के कुछ कई कभी कभी होता है कि बहुत सारे तरह के कॉइल्स वगैरह लोग यूज करते हैं घर पे, तो एक्सेसिव में नहीं करना चाहिए, right? So even if you keep your doors and windows closed, pollution from cars, factories, and burning garbage can still seep into your home. Okay, and in cities, most people now use gas for cooking. है ना? We use gas for cooking, so that is a safer option. But indoor sources like incense, perfumes, and chemical sprays still pollute the air. Okay, and Dr. Balakrishnan gives a powerful example. She says even the materials used to build your house, like plaster, paint, and furnishings, can give off harmful gases, right? So it's like your home is silently releasing invisible enemies, right? And now let's just talk about how indoor air pollution affects our health. So, what happens when you breathe in polluted air indoors? According to the US Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, the effects can be short term or long term. So short term symptoms might include irritation in your eyes, nose and throat. You might have even experienced this कि कभी है ना, आपने देखा होगा कि आप है ना फ्रेशली कोटेड रूम पे जो फ्रेशली कोटेड पेंट है, अगर वो ज़्यादा उसमें केमिकल्स यूज़ किया गया है तो आप उस रूम में कभी एंटर करोगे, सो योर यू माइट एक्सपीरियंस इरिटेशन in your eyes and throat, right? So that is again a source of pollution. So short term symptoms of the indoor pollution could be headaches, dizziness, fatigue. Fatigue matlab feeling tired all the time. Okay, but that's not all. Long term exposure, that means breathing bad air for many months or years, can actually lead to asthma, heart diseases, even cancer, and respiratory infections will also develop. So it's scary, right? And if a lot of people are in one room and there's no ventilation, the carbon dioxide level will also rise. What's carbon dioxide? Why it will rise? Because that's the gas we breathe out. है ना? So too much of it can cause nausea, tiredness, and even confusion. So yes, the air inside your home or school matters a lot for your health. That is why we always say, na, we need to have a room, we need to work in a space which is properly ventilated, right? Now, what can we do? So, one thing which is mentioned in this news article is building better, meaning designing better buildings. Okay, designing better buildings. Architects and scientists, they are now saying that if we plan our buildings carefully, we can reduce indoor air pollution and we can protect everyone's health. So, number one factor is ventilation. Ventilation is key. And one global expert, he's saying that one major reason for indoor air pollution is the lack of good ventilation. So, opening windows and doors to let in fresh air is the easiest thing to do because good airflow helps move bad air out. Okay. Secondly, daylight helps. See, designers and architects, they are now adding more windows and skylights to bring natural sunlight inside because sunlight, it kills germs and it keeps the space fresh. Now, in many hospitals, in many places like hospitals or clinics, using HEPA filters can clean the air and remove harmful particles. At the same time, instead of paints and polish that release harmful gases, using low chemical or natural options is suitable for building material. So some builders now avoid using formaldehyde, which is a dangerous chemical found in furniture polish. Okay, so now they avoid formaldehyde. And another thing is, uh, you know, adding indoor plants. See, plants help clean the air naturally, and they also even look beautiful. So for aesthetic purpose, also plants look beautiful. है ना? And see, students, there are certain species of plants which actually absorb pollutants from the air. Like I can give you one example. That's snake plant. So these plants are not just they are important not just for the aesthetic, but they also help clean the air naturally. Okay. So, in the last part of this news article, the writer mentions that the pandemic taught us a lot about air and health. See, after COVID 19, buildings started to focus on air filtration. Hospitals specially began designing rooms with proper ventilation. Okay, so things like easy to clean surfaces, natural lighting, proper waste disposal, fewer people in one room, all of this helps prevent diseases and keeps indoor air clean. Okay, now students, uh, you might be thinking, what about my school or home? It's already built. You might ask this question. So even old buildings can be made healthier. कैसे? Opening windows to let fresh air in, avoid incense sticks and mosquito coils, using less chemical sprays, adding indoor plants, using exhaust fans while cooking or bathing. So even simple steps like these can make a big difference. Okay? So that's all for the news article today, students. I hope you're clear with the topic. Okay? तो क्या क्या हमने आज देखा और अब क्या क्या कर सकते हो what more you can do. Ventilation is important, right? And asking for a change. You can talk to your teachers, your parents about clean air. And maybe your school can add indoor plants or clean the fans more often. You can, ask you can even talk to your teacher about it. And another thing which can be done is using natural cleaners like vinegar and baking soda instead of chemical sprays. And I always say this that knowledge is power. So staying aware, apps like Suffer or AQI India, it tell you the air quality in your city. So you should use them. Okay. So that's it for today's student. Remember, clean air is not a luxury, it's a right. And every step counts, whether it's opening a window or planting a tree. Okay, students? So, till next time, breathe easy, stay curious, and take care of the world around you, one room at a time. Bye bye.